So if you've been feeling like you're losing friends or no one wants to be around you or you're feeling lost because you're going through your spiritual awakening journey, well, today I'm going to teach you how to get through that process because I'm actually in that process myself, all right? So before we get into this video, if you're new here, my name is Tyson. This is Owning Purpose, helping you to discover your gift and own your purpose in life through personal growth, breaking limiting beliefs, and the wonderful spirituality that we're talking about today. All right, so the first thing I want to tell you is that it is perfectly normal to feel like I am not aligning with these people anymore. I am not aligning with going out to the club, talking about gossip, smoking weed, drinking, whatever it is, okay? I am not aligning with watching certain shows. Every single time that you grow in your spirit, every time that you are journaling and you become more aware, I talk about awareness a lot on this channel. You become more aware of who you are as a spiritual being living in a human experience. When you understand that, people will start to disappear, okay? Now you're probably like, why is everybody leaving me? Because I'm a bubbly person. I'm a very extroverted person myself too, so I get it, okay? But I understand that sometimes being alone brings so much power. All right, if you've been or you're into this whole lunar eclipse that's been happening, this full moon and all of these things that have been happening with the shift of the planet, you might have been feeling a lot of heavy energy right now. I know I've been feeling it myself. And it actually took about like a couple of weeks off because I felt like I was feeling this energy. But during me feeling this energy, I was like, oh my gosh, I got so excited because I'm opening up to new things. All right, so one of the things that I was dealing with was I had this lock and this blockage of not opening up to love. And so I felt very alone. I felt like, oh my gosh, I've been broken up with, whatever, it's been a couple years, but I was still healing through all of that. And I felt like, oh my gosh, why am I not breaking this off? Okay. And what I realized was there's a reason why I'm single. There's a reason why certain friends don't call my phone anymore and don't text me anymore, because they are no longer in alignment with me. And although that can be lonely, it can be depressing, it is all what the universe wants for you, okay? Because the universe loves you. And you might be like, what the hell? How does the universe love my ass when I'm so alone? Okay, you might be thinking that right now. But I want you to understand it is all working for your favor. You may not see it right now, but it's all working in the way that it's supposed to. All right? Because see, when you have a spiritual awakening, mine started last March, and I actually, being more truthful, I said it in a video before, that my spiritual awakening actually started when I was in a Christian private school that I didn't want to be in, but I started to understand my own spiritual awakening at that point in time. All right? But last year, it really hit me powerfully. And this is what I want to tell you. As you grow in your spiritual awakening, as you expand your higher consciousness, you will then be infused with so much information about who you are in your spirit, okay? Because see, you might want to have that friend around, but you having that friend around, it might be really toxic for you. They might drain you, or it might be something that I realized, which is a fantasy that your ego tries to tell you. Okay, I had this with a couple of people that I had been dealing with in the past, friendships and my ex, actually. Right? Fantasies of thinking that we want this person back in our life, and in reality, we know that they brought us toxic behavior, okay, at that time, all right? And that not meaning they're the same person today, but at that time, all right? Now, if you talk to someone recently that you used to be a friend with or something like that, and you still get that toxic energy, that means that you need to stay away. And truth be told, that's what happened with my ex, okay? Just being real. Because even though I talked to them, I still felt very toxic vibes coming from them, which means that they are no longer in alignment with me. No matter how bad my ego was like, we want this person back. No, that's programming, okay? So when you feel alone, you have to understand that your guides are putting you in a place right now. They are helping you even if you don't feel like it. Now you're probably like, Tyson, how do I know? How do I see the signs? You have to learn to be still. When you are still, when you are quiet, when you are at peace, when you are in meditation, when you can breathe, when you can sit with yourself and say, I allow the universe, I allow source energy, I allow God to infuse me with information of learning how can I heal through this process, all right? Now, I've been talking a lot about healing within the last month or so. The whole month of May, I talked about inner child healing and religious trauma. Okay? Now, this isn't part of the video, okay? But it just lets me, I'm telling you that your own inner child is maybe why you need to be alone right now. Okay? Your own trauma that you've dealt with, and again, trauma is not always verbal or physical abuse. This could be you being bullied in middle school or high school, or you being bullied at your job. It can be anything, okay, that scars you or that hurts your emotional state, okay, or stops you from living. You have to understand that when you call upon the higher power, if you believe in the higher power, when you call on the universe, when you call on source energy says yes to anything you want. Abraham Hicks says this exactly. Anything that we ask the universe already says yes, as long as we are in alignment to receive. All right? And you're probably wondering, how do I get into alignment to get out of this depression, to get out of feeling sad, to get out of feeling alone, so that I can attract the best into my life? You sit with whatever emotions that are coming up for you. It might be emotions of, Tyson, you need to learn to be more open. Okay? That was one for me. You need to learn to stop being so restrictive on love, and love being this specific thing. You need to be more expansive. You need to see that there's other opportunities out here, okay? When you start to do that, that is when the blessings will start to flow. But when you feel alone, it is actually a blessing in disguise. When you feel like they don't understand your journey, it's because they're not supposed to understand your journey. I've been doing motivational speaking. I've been doing these different type of videos, and I used to feel like, oh my gosh, why am I not getting the views that I want? Why? Because I'm attached. I'm doing everything right. Okay? But I was attached to the outcome of what my videos were supposed to do. Whether I serve 30 people, whether I serve 100 people, whether I serve 50,000 people, whether I serve 2 people. It is about understanding that I am not in control. I can only learn and do so much. So when you feel alone and you feel down, you have to understand what is the root of the issue. Okay? You have to sit with yourself and say, why do I feel so alone right now? Do I feel alone because I feel abandoned from friends? Do I feel like nobody likes me? It's always a deeper root, y'all. It's always a deeper root. It's not because you want a boyfriend. It's not because you want some friends around, or a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. There's always a bigger reason as to why you truly feel alone, okay? But when you're on your spiritual journey, all right, you have to understand that the universe is going to put you, you're going to go through challenging times. See, a lot of people think that when you're going through spirituality, or spiritual journey, you become this awakened being, and you start doing all these manifestations and stuff. It's just supposed to be la-di-da-di-da. No, no, no. When you decide to open up that portal of spiritual awakening, you have almost signed a contract to say, I am open to the universe now, and now I'm open to all different types of situations I may have to go through. So anytime that you're going through an awakening, okay, there's going to be so much, there's going to be a lot of things happening, right? I'm in a time right now where I'm about to graduate from college. I feel like I need a new circle of friends. I'm about to have my own place soon, okay? I'm in like a huge transition, and I'm open to new love. So it's like so many things that I am, wanting to do and wanting to have, which is amazing. It's exciting, but it's also like there's a lot of challenges that are coming through it, okay? And what I had to learn, and what I'm still learning, is the breakthrough is all about testing you, all right? I went through a situation where I was dealing with some classes and trying to get it approved from this last semester of mine, and I was getting rejected, and then I was getting approved. I was getting rejected, and I was getting approved. And I started to be like, oh my gosh, like, when is this gonna end, right? I had a breakthrough. I started bawling down and crying, right? But when that was over, I said, you know what? I can now shift my energy to say, you know what? I know that the universe loves me so much that everything is working out in my favor. And whatever's supposed to happen will happen. But I still stand on what I know I deserve. Okay? So when you're dealing with this, I'm trying to get through this breakthrough, I'm trying to break through this thing right now, you have to understand that as you're going through the breakthrough, there's going to be a challenge along the way. You cannot have any type of breakthrough without multiple challenges. So you might be thinking, I'm single right now, and I've been single for 7-8 years, and I really want a husband, I really want a wife, and I feel like no man or no woman that's around me aligns to me and who I am. Well, That might mean you need to sit down and say, do you have an attachment problem? Are you obsessed? See, that's the thing with me. I had to realize that the fantasy of what I was creating around, whether it was my ex or whether it was new people I was dating or whether it was manifestations for my own channel, I had to realize that I'm putting so much obsession and pressure on this that it's making me feel alone. It's making me feel like I'm not worthy. Okay? But I have to understand that if I am a spiritual being living in a human experience, I must believe and know that it is my divine right to have whatever it is that I speak into existence, but to also allow and say that whatever it is the universe needs me to work on, whatever it is God and source energy needs me to work on, I'm open and willing to work on it. My manifestations may not come, and that's fine. But what you have to understand is that you are here to do something completely different than everybody else. Your gift is unique. Not everybody understands why I'm doing motivational speaking. Do you know how many people I've heard, oh those little videos, all those little videos, all those little things that you do. Oh, you know how many friends that I have had like that are like this close to me, and I thought that they would support what I do, and I don't see them ever really like saying too much, but then yet I support them. And I've learned to respect myself more than respecting other people. Okay? And you have to learn to respect your own spiritual journey. Okay? Even if you're in Christianity and you know, I don't have anything against people who are in religion. I just don't study and I'm not involved in religion. But you have to respect even your religion enough to feel alone. Okay? I know there's a Bible verse that says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and everything else will come to you. And what you have to understand, ooh, that's powerful. If y'all are getting value out of this, smash that like button, man. Share this video, because you have to understand when you search within, when you search the God within, when you search the kingdom that is within you first, the universe will give you so much love. You will find so much peace when you start to say, you know what, if they don't call me, if they don't text me, if they don't support me, if they don't show up, I know that there will be people who will. And I know that I have the power to touch other people. I keep telling y'all, and I've said this before, this channel is going to expand to more people. But what I had to learn was, I can't get so focused on the numbers and all these different things. When I learned to take a step back, and when I took a step back, the universe allowed so many blessings to come to me. I started realizing things that I was like, whoa, this is actually happening. Whoa, right? I started going on, like for instance, I started going on TikTok and just making a bunch of videos on TikTok, and my TikTok is like done really well lately, and it's continuing to do well. But what did I have to do? I had to know that I was worthy enough. And you guys see these videos, yesterday's video and today's video is completely raw, because I am worthy of knowing that no matter what it is that I put out onto the internet and into the world, I know that I am worthy. No matter who watches me and who cares, I'm worthy of knowing that if I go through this, even if I have to go through it alone and no friends understand me and I have to be single for a while or whatever, I am okay with that, because I am not going to align to anything that is under my vibration. I do not accept anything below whatever does not align with me and my spirit. I do not accept it. And what I do instead is that when I do manifest a new partner or I manifest new experiences, I understand that these are energies that are teaching me, because sometimes those people may not align with you. And you're probably like, Tyson, I am so, like, this is confusing, this is stressful, this is all these different things. I want you to understand that the spiritual journey is literally a spiritual journey. The awakening is a journey. I'm gonna put a couple videos up here so you guys can watch my spiritual awakening journey, some other spiritual videos that I have, so you can get a little bit of an understanding. All right, but if you enjoyed today's video, I really want you to make sure, especially if you're looking to move into your gift and you're really big in, you know, maybe your own spiritual awakening, maybe you just had one, maybe you're having one right now. It's happening all the time. It's happening throughout time. All right, it's happening right now as this eclipse is going on with the shift of the planets. All right, so as you begin your awakening, I want you to go down below and get my free ebook. It's called The Start to Discover Your Own Purpose, okay? I created this ebook for people who want to understand how to start discovering their purpose. Maybe you don't know what your purpose is. Maybe you feel alone and you're like, there's something that's in me that I'm afraid to do, because maybe friends are not around me anymore, or maybe I feel like I just don't have support, or I'm just scared. I want you to make sure you go and get that free ebook, because I'm gonna start telling you, I tell you in the ebook, some things that I had to go through personally. One of them was my voice. I was very insecure about my voice, because a lot of people said I sounded like an old man, because my voice is raspy. So people said I sounded old. Okay? So I was very embarrassed to put out content. Or I didn't want to talk about, my own sexual shame within my own sexuality, within who I am as a man, within society. There's a lot of videos that I created about these type of things. And so I created an ebook to help you to self-reflect on yourself. Okay, about 62, 63 people have gotten this ebook within the last year. Okay, I've dropped it last year. So I really want you to get that free ebook. If you love this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because I drop new videos every week, multiple times throughout the week. I also want you to make sure that you drop a comment down below, because I want to know, what videos do you want to hear next? What questions do you have? What topics do you want to hear about? Anything that you would like to hear in regarding to spirituality, breaking or limiting belief, mindset, spirituality, anything that is of your interest. I will take your questions, I will take your topics and turn them into something that can help you in your spiritual life, your mindset, and in your own personal growth. Okay, so with that being said, thank you guys for watching today's video. Smash the like button, share this video with anyone that you believe needs help to learn how to grow out in their spiritual journey while they may feel alone. All right, see you guys in the next video. Peace.